Good morning. Today we'll start with the pointers. Already sir has given some brief introduction and some programs about this one. And once again, I'll tell you the importance of pointers, why we are using the pointers, and we'll see some programming examples with respect to this one, how we can able to use pointers to functions, that and all we'll see. What is pointer? What do you mean by pointer variable? What is the difference between pointer variable and normal variable? The difference between a pointer variable and normal variable. Pointer variable and a normal or ordinary variable. What is the meaning? What it meant? Hope you know this one, normal variable, ordinary variable. How to declare that one? What is the syntax? What is the syntax of declaring normal variable or ordinary variable? Data type followed by a valid identifier name of the variable, right? Identifier name, that is, and again that should end with a semicolon. The data type can be int, float, character, double, and this identifier name refers to the variable name such that is the name of the variable. It should be valid. Hope you are all aware of the rules. All those 5 rules you need to keep in mind while declaring the variable. What is the use of declaring normal variable or ordinary variable? What it contains? For example, if I declare int A, int is the data type and A is the name of the memory location, that is a variable, name of the variable. This is an ordinary variable or a normal variable where it holds only one value at a time, that is it holds the value, contains data. What kind of data? Since you have declared it as an integer, this particular variable will be holding only the integer value, but not like other kind of real floating point constants or not a character variable, not a string value. This is all about the normal variable. A pointer variable means, why we make use of this pointer variable, why pointers are very important, though people say that this is very difficult. If you understand thoroughly, it's very easy to use in your programming constructs. That is, what is the importance of using pointers means, since you are storing the data, you are accessing the data, you are manipulating the data, and that is the data what you are going to give at the output end, what you can expect from the data. The data is the input, what you are going to expect from the data. What is the name given to the processed data? Processed data. In the first class itself I said, that is, if the data is an input, after being processed, what you are going to get as an output? What you are going to get as an output? This is your input, that is a raw data you are going to give as an input, and that data will be stored in the memory, and where it is being processed by CPU, that is control unit, arithmetic logic unit and all. And after processing, what you are going to expect from this data? Information, that is processed data is called as an information. This is output, right? This is your output. Data is input, processed data is called as an output, that is nothing but information. Since we are working with the data, otherwise without data it is waste only. In order to make use of this one, pointers means, the pointers mainly, the importance of the pointers, where it will play an important role here is, since we are working with the data, we are accessing, we are retrieving, we are manipulating, we are storing, and all those things we are doing, that is, since it is a pointing to, why the name given as a pointer means it is going to point to the memory locations. It points to the memory locations. Memory locations. Where the data is being stored? Data is being stored in a memory unit. It points to the memory location. That is, it holds the address. It holds the address, not the data. Only the pointer variable is a variable which holds the address. Which holds the address, but not the data. That you need to remember. If you are interested in storing the integer data, what kind of variable you will be declaring? What kind of variable you will be declaring? Integer variable. If I am interested in storing the string data, what kind of variable I need to declare? String variable, right? What do you mean by string? Array of characters enclosed in what? Double quotes. And if you are interested in working with the floating point values or double values, again I need to declare double variable or floating point variable. But same here, this pointer variable will be holding only the address but not the data, not the information. That you need to keep in mind. Because of that reason, the size of the pointer variable varies from compiler to compiler. That is, it is either 2 bytes or 4 bytes. Why it is so? The size of the pointer variable will be only 2 bytes or 4 bytes. Up to here you followed? What is pointer variable? Pointer variable is a variable which holds the address. That is, it points to the memory location. It points to the memory location in this sense. Each and every block will be having some address. It is going to hold that one. That is called as pointer variable. Whereas the ordinary variable or the normal variable will be holding only the value. Only the value. But here that is not the case. It is not going to hold any value, or it is not holding the data. Only it contains the address. Hence, the size of the pointer variable again it varies from compiler to compiler. It is only 2 bytes or 4 bytes. That you need to keep in mind. We are not storing the data. For that reason, always the pointer variable, the size of the pointer variable is only 2 bytes or 4 bytes. Is that clear? Pointer variable is a variable which holds the address but not the value. We'll take one simple example and try to find the output of this program. How I need to start with? Always start with the header file. How to declare pointer variable and how I need to declare normal variable? How to declare pointer variable? What is the syntax? Normal variable, just data type and name of the variable, that is valid identifier. But here the pointer variable, how we need to declare? Data type, this asterisk symbol, pointer variable name. Data type can be either in floor, character or double, and even word can be used with respect to the pointer variable. That is called as untyped pointer variable. Getting? Typed pointer variable means it will be pointing to a particular type of the content. But here this data type can be in floor, character or double, and even void also is allowed here. Pointer variable name, that is name of the pointer variable, that should be a valid identifier, and this is the syntax to be followed in order to have a pointer variable in your program. Data type, pointer variable name, name of the pointer variable. And how I need to declare now? I will declare I as an integer variable and P as a pointer variable. This is your ordinary variable, that is normal variable which holds the value, and whereas this one is pointer variable because of this asterisk symbol. However you want, you can able to place either here or in the middle or with respect to this one, but provided the good programming style is that always try to attach that with this variable name. Getting? Even if I write int star with space P, that is also allowed, but provided try to use the symbol with this one. And we'll be using only two operators, as you all aware. What are those? What are those? The operators being used in pointers. Operators being used in the pointers. One is this one, right? And this one is address operator. This returns what? The address, and this returns the value stored at that location. Value stored at that particular location. And whereas this one, the address of the memory location. Whenever you are writing a program, or whenever it has been asked you to write a program by making use of pointers, we will be using these two operators. I'll provide some value to the normal variable. What next? What this P is? P will be holding what? The address of the variable, right? All these four statements are clear. This is declarative statement. Always the execution starts from the main function. This is an integer variable, and this is pointer variable. Not two separate statements are required here. You can able to cascade that one with the help of comma operator. That is, you can able to reduce the length of your program. Instead of two statements, you can go with only one single statement. That is int I comma star p, where I refers to normal variable, that is integer variable, and this is your pointer variable. The pointer variable, here it is called as type pointer variable. What is the meaning of type pointer variable? Means it will be holding, it is pointing to the integer. Hence the data type here is being used as an int only. If I declare the pointer variable as an int, and if I am working with the floating point variable, I cannot able to link this integer pointer variable to hold or to point to the floating point variable, or to the string variable, or to the character variable, or to the structure variable. Getting? Integer pointer will be holding only the integer address, integer variable address, but not, it is not means what I mean to say here is the pointer variable will not be holding the address of the structure variable, or string variable, or the character variable. Both the data variable and the pointer variable should be of same type, since it is a pointer to the particular type of the location here. Means it is pointed to the specific type of the location. What kind of the location here it is holding? Means the address integer. Hence this is called as type pointer variable. Instead of int, float, character, or double, if you are using void, then that is called as untyped pointer variable. Getting? Is it clear? Pointer variable will be pointing to only the integer variable. That is, integer pointer variable will be holding, it is going to hold the address of only the integer variable. Here, if I use one more floating point variable, and if I am assigning this, then we will be getting some error. That is not the valid one. That is not the feasible thing. That you need to remember here. This is called as type pointer variable. Type pointer variable in the sense here, integer pointer variable will be holding, it is specific enough with respect to the variable. It is holding the address of the integer variable. Floating point variable will be holding what kind of data, what kind of address? Floating point variable. Suppose if you are declaring a pointer to the structure, what it will be holding? It will be holding the address of the structure variable, but not the floating point variable, not the integer, not the character, not the any other thing like string. Getting? It is specific to the particular variable. If you are working with this one integer variable, then you need to declare the pointer variable of type integer only. You can able to make use of various other kinds of the variable and the other kind of pointer variable, but provided you should be careful enough while assigning the address. Int I, this particular declarative statement, what it represents? What it is going to give the information to the compiler as? Means this is an integer variable. This is a pointer variable. This will be holding what? The value, that is data. Pointer variable will be holding the data. It is meant to hold what? Only the address. So you need to use the address operator. What is the meaning here? 10 is being stored in I. That is, this one is being, the address of I is being stored in P. That is, in the main, some memory is allocated to this main function where I is having some address, and what is the content of I? 10. And one more memory is allocated for this P, and it is having some 4056. This is the address. This is the address of this one, and the name of this one is P. This is the pointer variable. What it is holding? It is holding the address. Address of which one? This particular I. Getting or not? Memory will be allocated both for I and as well as for P. And what is the content of I? Content of I is 10. The content of P is 2004. That is the address of the integer variable it is going to hold. It contains the address of the integer variable. And what is the address of this one? 4056. Is it clear? Followed? Try to find the output of this code. If you understand the basic things, that is, if you would have understood all these things, analyze this one and tell the output of this particular program. Analyze carefully and tell me what could be the output of all these things. Noted? Keep analyzing this one, this statement. What is the value of I? I value is 10. What is the value of the address of I? 2004. And what is the value of P? It holds the address, that is 2004 only. Getting? Listen here. Print of %di. What is the meaning here? Percentage d is for integer kind of data, and printf is an output function, and we are printing the value of I. What we will be getting here as an output? What we will be getting as an output here? The value of I is 10. And here, trying to print the value of P. What is P? P is equal to ampersand of I. What is the output here in this case? This is 2004. Right? Getting or not? If you are writing just I, that is nothing but the value of that variable, and ampersand I means the address. P is what? What it is holding? The address of the integer variable. Hence, what is P? Same. The address of I is 2004, and ampersand of P, what it means? The address of that variable. The address of the variable here is 4056. Now tell me, what is the meaning of this one? Star P. Star P. P is holding the address of this variable. Using this operator, you can able to store the value at that particular location. What is the value? Star P. That is 10. Getting the address of I. Star means what? This address operator will be what it is going to result in. It always gives the address of that particular location, memory location. And here the star is what? The value stored at that location. Ampersand I means the address, and what is the value stored at that location? Again 10 only. Don't get confused here. That is, if you are using both the operators, then the value of that variable is obtained. Is that clear? Also you got the same result. I is the content and star is the value stored at that one. Just P means the address of the integer variable. Ampersand P means, since even this variable is also having some address, that is ampersand P, and the value stored at that location is star P. There is nothing but star P is nothing but 10 only. Followed? Followed? Next we'll see with the size. Better you make a note of this one also. Typed pointer and untyped pointer. Typed pointers means what? It will point to the specific kind of variable. For untyped pointer variable, which one you need to make use? Here it is void star ptr as an example. Here it points to the specific, as I already said. Integer variable, if you are declaring means integer pointer variable will be holding the address of the integer variable. Floating pointer variable will be holding the address of the floating point variable. Character pointer variable will be holding the address of the character variable. Vice versa, that is character pointer variable is not meant to hold the address of the integer variable. That is not done. Means it should be proper enough in declaring that one. It should be specific with respect to the variable. But here that is not the case. Instead of int, float, character, double, you can able to have void. That is called as generic. Generic. This is untyped pointer. There is two types. One is typed, the other one is untyped. Next we'll see the size of the pointer variable. What it should be, what it could be, the size of the pointer variable. Any idea? Size of the pointer variable. Size of the pointer variable. Always the size of any particular variable, if you consider either the normal variable or the pointer variable, it varies from compiler to compiler. Always I used to keep on insisting you people to suppose if you come across any word like machine dependent, during that time you need to make use of that particular option as an answer. Machine dependent, that is size is with respect to the compiler. It varies from compiler to compiler. If it is 16-bit, how many bytes will be get occupied by the integer variable? How many bytes? 2 bytes. Right? 1 byte is equal to 8 bits, that is 16 is equal to 2 bytes. Hence pointer variable is also 2 bytes only. If the compiler word length is 32, then how many bytes it will be occupying? Huh? So it's a 32, 4 bytes. And again here it is also 4 bytes. Getting? This size varies from compiler to compiler. If it is 16 bit in length, that is the word length of that machine, host machine is 16 bit, then the integer variable will be holding how much? 2 bytes, the same as that with the pointer variable. And if it is 32 in length, 32 bit in length, then again the integer variable will be occupying how much? How many bytes? 4 bytes, and the same as that with the pointer variable. Even this is also holding 4 bytes only with respect to 32 bit. Getting? Suppose if you get any multiple choice questions, that is either in the quiz, to answer such questions, if you find an option like machine dependent, then you need to choose that as an answer. Machine dependent in the sense, again it depends on the size or the length of the compiler. It varies from machine to machine. Try to analyze this code and come up with the answer with respect to the size only here. I'll declare one character variable. What is the meaning here? This is character to pointer variable and this is integer pointer variable. Right? What are the different kinds of variable I have declared here? What are the different kinds of variable I have declared here? One as an character pointer variable, the other one as an integer pointer variable, and the structure variable. And for this also we will declare one structure pointer variable, struct star s underscore details is a pointer variable, structure pointer variable, right? You can have any other thing, that it be like C and I only. This is character variable and this is integer variable, and this is, all these three are structure variable, and this one is a pointer variable, pointer, structure pointer variable, right? We'll find the size of this one. Which operator is being used in order to find the size of any particular variable? If I ask you to find the output of this code, usually what will come up with? What will be having in your mind? character means 1 byte, integer means 2 bytes, float is what, 4 bytes. Keeping that in mind, what is the output of this particular program? I am not trying to print the bytes occupied by the normal variable like character variable, integer variable and the structure variable. What I am trying to know the contents here? It's all a pointer variable. Character pointer variable, integer pointer variable and structure pointer variable. What is the output of this particular code? See here. First, the very first one is pointer variable, right? That is character variable. It is having some this one, right? This is your character variable. And this is your integer variable. And a structure variable is also having some this one, some address. This is character variable, this is integer variable and the structure variable. Character variable will be having how much bytes? 1 byte. And integer variable 2 bytes. This structure variable, how many bytes? 20 plus 2 plus 4. How much? 26 bytes. Okay, don't jump to the conclusion saying that it is going to print the same as that of the normal variable like character means 1 byte, float means how much bytes? 4 bytes, integer is 2 bytes. Don't keep that in mind. What I said in the beginning, pointer variable means what it will be holding, whether it contains any data. It is not going to have a value or a data or an information. It contains only the addresses. It contains only the address. Right? This is all the normal variable where you will be having some the value at their designated location. But all these things, pointer variable, this CPTR will be holding what? The address. CPTR, that is character to pointer variable. And again it will be having some this one, and one more is what? Integer pointer variable is also holding the address at some location like and the structure student variable is also holding some the address, that is 4058. See the content here, observe. We are not storing the in pointer variable, we are not storing the actual value or the data or information, whatever is. You know what it is having? What it holds? The pointer variable. Pointer variable holds only the address. Hence, that is the reason where we can able to, that is depending upon the size, that is the bit length of the machine, the compiler length. If it is 16 bit, what could be the pointer size there? How many bytes it is going to occupy? If it's for 16 bits, the pointer variable will be holding 2 bytes. For 16-bit compiler machine, the pointer variable will be holding 2 bytes. Where it could be a structure variable, pointer, that is a floating point variable or a double variable. Since it will going to hold only the addresses, for that reason, that is 2 raised to 16 means somewhere around you will get those many locations where it is able to hold only the address, not the data. For that reason, for 16-bit machine, the pointer variable will be holding only the 2 bytes. Right? If it is 32-bit, then pointer variable will be occupying how many bytes? 4 bytes. It occupies 4 bytes. For 16-bit, it holds only the 2 bytes. That you need to keep in mind irrespective of the data types. Irrespective of the data types of the normal variable, whether it could be like float, double or character or any string variable. Even then, if it is like structure variable also, it is not going to hold that much because it holds only the address, not the data. For that reason, it is either 2 bytes or 4 bytes. And so what is the answer for this particular code? The size of is a special operator where it returns the number of bytes occupied by the variable. Hence, Since the number of bytes means it is an integer variable, hence it is given it as an percentage %d only. Size of is the special operator. It returns the number of bytes occupied by the variable. So suddenly don't jump to the conclusion saying that it returns sorry 1 byte, 2 bytes, and again here it is not like 26 bytes. How much? What is the answer? If it is 16-bit, how much it returns? 2 bytes for each and everything. 2, 2, 2. And if it is 32-bit machine, it returns 4 bytes, 4 bytes, 4 bytes. Is it clear? Follow? And one more thing, since it is holding the addresses are nothing but some positive numbers. So there should not be like, there cannot be like negative things, other things and all. Instead of having, whenever you want to know the content of the pointer variable, instead of giving %d, better you give the format specifier as %u. That is %u is for unsigned integers. Unsigned integers. U is for unsigned. Unsigned integer. The addresses are positive numbers. For that reason, you need to give %u instead of %d here. Is that clear? If it is 16-bit machine for pointer variable, how many bytes it occupies? Irrespective of the data types of the variable, it is, since it is holding only the address, it occupies only 2 bytes. If it is a 32-bit machine, then it occupies how much bytes? 4 bytes. Is that clear? Follow? What it holds or what it contains? Only address, not the data. Now I'll tell you what is the main importance of this pointer, how we can able to pass it as an argument to the function, right? We'll see. Using functions, write a program to swap the contents of 2 variables. What are the 3 elements you need to remember here whenever you are writing a program by making use of functions? There should be function declaration, function call, and then function definition, right? What are the names given to the arguments or the parameters in the function call and as well as in the function definition? What will be calling that as an? This is all about the main function. What this program is performing, what it is doing. It is going to swap. Swap in essence, you are going to exchange. You are going to change the contents of the 2 variable with the help of the 3rd variable, that is temporary variable. Values here, they are sending the addresses. For that reason, you need to declare the formal parameters in the function call as what? What kind of variable? In case of call by value, the actual parameters are sending the values. So both actual parameters and formal parameters are declared as a normal variable only. But whereas in call by reference is whatever the, suppose if you are making an attempt to change the formal parameters in the called function and those values should be get reflected back to your main function. If that is the case, then how you need to declare? The actual parameters has to send the address. So the actual parameters should be declared as the address variable, that is ampersand, you need to attach that one. Since it is holding the address, the formal parameters holding the address, for that reason you need to declare that as a pointer variable. What is pointer variable? Pointer variable holds the address, right? For that reason here this cannot be normal variable or ordinary variable. Since it is holding the address of the actual parameters, hence you need to declare it as a pointer variable. Getting? As I already said, this ampersand is for address operator where you can able to obtain the address of that particular location. Star means what? The actual content or the value stored at that location. In order to retrieve that one, both the things you can able to make use here. With the help of the pointer concept, we can able to achieve the designated task here. That is, hence, what could be output here? Same here. Since it is going to, that is, we are making use of call by reference here. With the help of the pointers, whatever the changes we are trying to do in the call function, those things will be reflected back to the main function. But earlier that is not the case. Those things are x and y are local variable and their scope is only to the called function, but not outside the called function. But here that is not the case. Here it is having the scope even in the calling function as well. That is here after the equation both things will be get swapped, x and y. X will be having what? 20 and y will be 10 here, and these things after the execution of the call function, the control is back to the call function, thereby the value of m and n are, it is not like in the earlier case, that is in the call by value we got same as that of the initial values 10 and 20 only, but here that is not the case, we will be getting the answer as 20 and 10. This is achieved with the help of pointers. That is the main advantage of pointers, because it will be pointing to the memory locations and it is going to hold only the addresses but not the data. Hence it occupies only 2 bytes or 4 bytes but not more than that one. Is that clear? Make a note of this one. In the earlier case, that mechanism is called as call by value, whereas here in case of call by reference, the actual parameters will be sending the addresses to the formal parameters. If any particular variable is meant for holding the address, means that particular variable has to be declared as what? Pointer variable here. That is, whatever the attempt you are going to do in the called function, those things has to be get reflected back to your main function, that is calling function. In call by reference, the formal parameters to be declared as what? How it should be declared? Declared as pointer variables. Pointer variables. In call by reference, since the formal parameters holding the addresses from the actual parameters, you need to declare the formal parameters as pointer variables. Why? Because it holds the address. It holds the address. Whereas in case of call by value, since it is holding the value, it is just a copying mechanism. From actual to formal, both are declared as normal variable only. But whereas in case of call by reference mechanism, here the formal parameters to be declared as pointer variable. That you need to keep in mind. This entire thing is called as what? Called function or function definition. Called function. Called function, and x and y are declared as pointer variable. and what are the changes you are trying to do in the call function, those things will be get reflected back to calling function. This main function is called as, this is called as function declaration. This is function declaration, and x and y are what? Same thing, formal parameters. The parameters which are used in the function definition, the function header of the called function, or as well as in the function declaration, those parameters are referred as formal parameters. And this main function is called as calling function. Main function is called as calling function. And here, especially in case of call by reference mechanism, M and N are what? Actual parameters. Actual parameters. M and N are actual parameters. X and Y are formal parameters. In case of call by value, both are declared as normal variable only. But whereas in case of call by reference in the sense, whatever the changes you are going to do in the call function, those things has to be get reflected back to your main function. Means during that time you need to make use of pointer concept. That is here, the actual parameters will be sending what? The addresses. They will not be sending the values, they will be sending the reference, that is addresses. Addresses to the formal parameters. Since it has to hold the addresses, for that reason formal parameters has to be declared as pointer variable. Means here the changes will be get reflected back to the calling function. But in the earlier case, call by value, the changes will not be get reflected back to the main function. Followed? What you need to remember here? The pointer variable, what will be size? Obviously the size varies from compiler to compiler, that is machine to machine, machine dependent only. If it is 16 bits, it is 2 bytes. If it is 32, then it is 4 bytes. Why? Why it is so? It is not holding the information, it is not holding the data, only it is holding what? The address. That is the reason behind that one. Hence the answer should be either 2 bytes or 4 bytes. And whenever you use both the operators, then what you can expect? Whenever you are using both the operators together means the value of that particular location, not the address. This is all about the address, but here one more operator is being used here. What is that one? Star. What it gives? The value stored at the location. Don't get confused. This is all about the pointer. And if you are having any doubts, let me know. Thank you.